Julie Casal speaks about this $900,000 a year that we've been receiving, which is just not true. The fact is that we are a granting organization just like other nonprofits in the community, and we have to perform to get those grants, and we did. We did everything we said we would do in those A-Guide grants that come from the CRA. So to say that we're getting this $900,000 subsidy and all this money, it's just not happening, and it did not happen. We did exactly what we were challenged to do, buy a grant, and it's all documented. When you talk about a dollar investment, you know, that's what we got the facility for a year. That's just not true. Look at what we gave back to the city. Over $12 to $15 million worth of infrastructure and rebuilding that we provided through private donors and grants from the state and from the county. We're the ones that actually did all the renovations of the interiors of that facility. And there we were right in the middle of restoration of the theater. And that was almost a $1.5 million restoration that we had a donor, and they tossed it right out the window, which is really unfair to the community. And the citizens need to know that they're going to wind up paying for the Crest Theater, and they need to understand how much that's going to cost. They need to ask the question, why did you do it? And how much is it going to cost us as taxpayers? Nobody now wants to come and sponsor or become involved or become a donor to Old School Square because they're unsure of the future of that facility. Let's talk about programming. For years, we did hundreds of exhibits and performances, and these were diverse, wonderful performances, which included Broadway actors, Tony Award-winning Broadway actors. The truth is, the city never subsidized anything. The city made an investment annually to Old School Square of approximately $250,000, which, by the way, held the last several payments to the tune of almost $600,000. We would do the programs and then we would get reimbursed, and then they even reneged on that. And the community doesn't know that, and that's what the community needs to understand, that right now, any program you see, that you may see a few concerts and you may see a really already been shown in the community, this surfboard exhibit, along with the other artists in the community, which is exciting to bring artists back in, but they were chastising us and saying that it was nothing but local artists, just people in the community, and that wasn't really very exciting and not very competitive. When the truth was, we were bringing in national and international artists and doing some great exhibits that also featured some phenomenal local artists. Here's the saddest part. We saw thousands of children each year at Old School Square. For many of them, it was their first opportunity to have an arts experience, whether it be visual or performing arts. And that's what bothers me the most, and that the kids are suffering and not having these opportunities. And I want to see them back in Old School Square, back in the theater, back at performances, back in partnerships that we established and worked with the city to create. What happened to them?